So I asked Quora if you had to rate the 66 books of the Protestant canon. In the next video, I'm probably going to do Catholic canon, but I'm skeptical it's going to be affected in any way. Or maybe I'll just do the Jewish canon from most popular to least. What would they be? And then Quora, of course, explains that it varies the population of the popularity of these books in the Protestant canon can vary depending on factors such as cultural context, religious and also individual preference. However, here is a general rating of the 66 in terms of popularity when it comes to Protestants. So, da 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 da. I should have asked them to do like number 66, then number one, but they did number one to 66. Da 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 da. Let's see what's number one. And it's Proverbs. Yep. Proverbs is number one, which makes sense. Highlights when it comes to Proverbs is Proverbs. I believe it's 22 where it says, "Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, because you are the Lord, my rod, my staff. You guide me. You give me a table, a seat in front of my enemies." Number two is the Gospel of John. Dun, 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 dun. Coming in number two. And of course, which is pretty cool. If I had to organize the Bible, I would organize John as the first book for my personal beliefs because John kind of mimics Genesis. All right, number three. Let's see what number three is. Speaking of Genesis, it's Genesis. Woohoo! The beginning of it all. So it makes sense that Genesis is the next popular book. Number four is Matthew. Woohoo! Of course, it makes sense that it's Matthew. Matthew is the first gospel when it comes to Protestant organizing of the books. I can't wait until I do. I can't wait until I do like a official canon or what have you. Number four, five is Romans. Yeah, Romans have some classics when it comes to them. Number six is Acts, the book of Acts. Yay! I wonder where Luke lands. Number seven is Isaiah. I thought Isaiah would be higher, but it is so holy number seven. Number eight is Luke. We damn near have Luke Acts together, or Acts Luke's. Number nine is the Exodus. We're getting out of slavery. Number 10 is First Corinthians, and then we're just going to go down. Okay, 11, and then, of course, wow, number 16 is like Revelations, wow. And then you just have the second twins. Number 22 is a second. And then you have all these right here, just a array of ones, and then you have a array of twos, and so on and so forth. Then you get the minor prophets all down here. I call them the short length prophets instead of the minor prophets. Then you get Second Kings. Second Kings is more popular than First Kings. I guess Second Kings is where Elijah is taken up to heaven. So that was a pretty big thing. And then you have, and I remember the Book of Ruth where it has and I thought like Song of Songs would be last, but nope. And then you have this, and then you have that. And wow, James is really bottom. Wait, why do we have Song of Songs repeating again? Must have been an error. There's one book that must be missing if they have songs repeated again. But yeah, that's the whole canon. That's what they see as the most popular books when it comes to the canon of the Bible. I'm going to ask them about the Catholic canon. Or maybe I'll ask about Islam. Ooh. So this part I asked about the 73 books that are canonized in the Catholic canon from most popular to least. And I'm gonna do it differently this time. Gonna go from the least popular to the most popular. So let's get it. All right, starting at number 73 is the letter of Jeremiah. This is part of the Apocrypha, and then we have, I don't even know what this is right here. Then we have Bell and the Dragon. I remember listening to the story of how uh, Daniel like destroys the dragon with like soot, and then you have Susanna. I remember also listening to this story of how Daniel saved like a potential rape victim. That was pretty cool. Then you have Songs 151, and you have the prayer, and then you have this, of course. Then you have the Maccabees. It's just back to back back. Just 1 through 4 Maccabees. And also I like Sirach. Sirach is pretty good. It's a pretty good like wisdom book, Wisdom of Solomon is also well. I read all these books at some point. And then you have Habakkuk, and then you have the Kings. For some reason, Kings is lower. I guess Catholics don't read Kings like that. Lamentations is pretty high. I would expect Peter to be higher. Wow, it's at number 16. Okay, so let's see. Uh, I think Exodus is at the same at number 3, and then I guess they don't read Genesis is at number 4 yet again, and I guess Catholics read Matthew more. I guess since Matthew contains the whole part where it says like Saint Peter, you are the key, because Peter means something like Rocky, and it's in its original language. And I guess everybody loves Psalms. Everybody loves just Psalms. There's like 150 songs, so I guess you could. I guess that's a lot of reading material, reading choices when it comes to it. Look at here, the Ethiopians have over a hundred has 100 books, 100 books even when it comes to their canon. All right, I gotta check this out. So here's me checking out the Ethiopian canon. Here's a bunch of Ethiopian books I don't even know about. Ethiopian. There was a miracle of the Holy Virgin. Maybe it's the Virgin Mary. I'm gonna check out these books. Definitely never heard of these books before. No wonder. Oh, they have their own book of Isaiah. They have their own book of Paul, Peter. I guess all these people supposedly wrote to the Ethiopians, the holy apostles. I wonder. Oh, there's more Maccabees. There's more Ezra. I guess they're just loading up all the Johns, the Peters, the James, Book of Hebrews. I don't know why Philemon is over Hebrews. That's the letter where it says that Paul takes an anti-stance against slavery. So I'm cool with that. Okay, so they have their own versions of the Gospels, I guess, and the Book of Acts, and finally Jonah is over Acts, I guess. I don't know why Esther, I guess she's Ethiopian. Okay, Isaiah instead of lucky number 7, it's the unlucky number 13. Okay, I knew Enoch was gonna pop up there, but it's only Enoch 1. And of course, the Book of Jubilees is over Genesis, how the junior has surpassed the father, and everybody's in love with Freaking songs. Everybody's in love with songs. Songs come number one always.